Let's start recording the session first. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Today is Tuesday, January the 4th. Did I say January? Oh my god. Today is Tuesday, February the 4th, 2025. This is level A2.2. Welcome, guys. I hope you are all doing just fine, doing great, having a very, very good time. Um, in the group, we have Mr. Muhammad, the first to join as usual, Miss Maryam, Mr. Yusuf, and Mr. Hamza. Welcome, guys, again. Today, we're going to start a new lesson. So, let's get started. Before we start the lesson, let me tell you about the topic. Okay, what we are going to discuss today. So today we are going to learn the difference between, sorry, the use of have to and don't have to. Your mic, Mr. Hamza, please. Thank you. Today we're going to learn how to use have to and don't have to. Okay, to express necessity. ضرورة لكي نعبر عن الضرورة, to express necessity. Also, we're going to talk about obligation. We're going to learn how to express obligation in English, right? And the topic that we're going to discuss is going to be sports. Yeah, since let me activate captions. Yeah, since the topic of this unit number, number 20, I think. Yeah, it's about health and fitness. All right. What do you have to do? If something is necessary, you need to do it. Okay, here we have 4 pictures: A, B, C, and D. Let's read one by one, then we discuss. Let's start with the first one. Who is there? Yes, as usual, raise your hands, guys. Mr. Hamza, go ahead.
In picture A, excuse me, but excuse me, but you have to fasten your
Seat
seatbelt,
belt.
seatbelt before the plane takes off.
Very good. What about B, Mariam?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Picture B, you have to clean your teeth twice a day.
Good. Thank you. What about C, Muhammad?
You have to watch to which the car it's dirty.
Yeah, you have to wash the car. It's dirty. You know what is dirty, guys? Dirty. What does it mean, dirty? Give me the opposite of dirty, Mariam.
Maybe clean.
Clean. Correct. Clean,
Yeah, clean.
dirty. Yes. Sal, that's French. Mr. Hamza. Okay, the last one, D. Mr. Yusuf, go ahead.
The cat is hungry. You have to feed it.
The cat is hungry. You have to feed it. Yes, very good. Okay, I would just want to. I wanted to tell me what is the meaning of this fasten seat belt. Where do we find seat belt, or what does it mean, seat belt? Okay, Hamza.
In the car or
Good.
in the plane
Also,
or
no,
in the aircraft.
aircat.
Aircraft.
Okay, aircraft. So airplane, car, very good. Also in buses, on buses, cars, etc. Yeah, very good. So that's seatbelt. La ceinture, حزام الأمان. And good. Uh, okay, I want you to tell me the speaker in sentence A and in sentence B and in sentence C and also in sentence C. The speaker used a word. okay, or used some words to show that something is necessary, to show necessity. What is it? Okay, Mariam.
The word is have to.
Very good. You have to. So this is repeated in all the sentences, right? There you go. Have to fasten. You have to clean. You have to wash. You have to feed it. Perfect. So we use have to express necessity. لكي نعبر عن ضرورة ولا الإجبار. Alright, let's move on to the next slide. I want to do it. Each person wants to do something. What do they have to do? Okay. I wanted to read the sentence and tell me what do they have to do. Is my question clear? For Miriam, it's clear. What about others? Perfect. Okay, Miriam, you start. First one.
Mika wants to get 100. Um,
Percent.
yes, percent. I forgot it. 100% in her math exam. So he has to do lots of exercise, and when he finished lessons, you have to revise. Or
Perfect.
he has to revise.
So this is a girl. We say she has. Ah, wait a minute. Okay, she has to study hard. She has to do a lot of activities, a lot of exercises. Very good. What about the second one? Thank you. Yes, who is there? Okay, Mr. Muhammad, go ahead.
Arrived want to speak English perfectly.
So, what does he have to do?
You need to learn a lot of English and speaking and practice the English with another people to upgrade your English.
Okay, good. So, could you repeat the sentence so that I can write it here?
You need to learn
Okay, need
to
to is a sentence that we can use. There is another one. We can also use have to. So, can you use have to or has to?
have to learn a lot of our English and speak a lot with another people for upgrade your English.
Good. Can you change you
Uh,
with he? Because we are
he
talking
okay.
about Arvid.
He okay. He need to learn
Have to or has to?
has in the past
No,
has
present. He has to.
he has to learn a lot
To learn.
of
He has to learn
lot a lot of English
a lot of English.
and speaking with another people.
What do you think about he has to learn every day?
Yes, learn every day and speaking with another people for upgrade your English.
Perfect.
He's
And he
English.
has to speak with a lot of people. Thank you, Muhammad. Let's go to C. Mr. Hamza.
Shimon wants to be a dentist. He has to study a lot for all materials, and he has to do his homework
Good.
and and uh, and, uh, and and prepare all work in his study.
Perfect. So, can he go and be a dentist just like that? Or he has to go somewhere? Muhammad, your mic,
Yes,
please. Guys,
he
excuse me, Hamza. Guys, please don't forget your mics. When you finish your participation, just turn off your mic, okay? Thank you. Yes, Mr. Hamza?
he has to obtain good marks in all materials.
Where? In which place?
Science.
Okay. Can he learn to be a dentist just by himself, or he needs to go to the university?
After سؤال
I
the
repeat. I repeat my question.
no just for this situation Shimal in her high school or in he said I want to be a dentist in high school or
Yeah, he is in high school.
in high school.
Yes.
In high school there is not dentist, but in the university he has he has to prepare
Ah,
for this wish.
good.
Good
So he
prepare
has.
prepare good for this wish.
Mm,
يحضر مليح لهذه الأمنية ولا
for this wish.
wish.
Nice, interesting. We can also say he has to go to university, because you can be a teacher without going to university, right? You can
Yes,
be a plumber, for example. You can be a baker without going to the university. But if you want to be a dentist, you have to go to the university. It's a
yes,
necessity, darura.
yes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hamza. Let's move on to D. Li Hua. Oh, that's a Chinese name. Li Hua wants to travel in Europe next year. So, what does she have to do? Yes? Any answer? Okay, Mariam, yes?
Uh, she has to take a look
Hmm.
on Europe plan or on Europe map. Yes,
But she doesn't have
and she
money. She doesn't have money.
okay.
So what is the first
So
thing that
she
she
has
needs to do?
so she has to collect or don't know.
Okay, finish your sentence. She
She
has
has
to
to
collect.
yes, a lot of money.
Uh,
That's it.
how do we say تدخر in English?
I don't know.
Okay. So, Li Hua has to save money. Save. Let me write it here so that you can see it. So Li Hua has to save a lot of money, actually, not just few, but a lot of money. Yeah. save بمعنى يدخر. عندها معنى أيضا ينقذ. عندها معنى أيضا يحتفظ به. Okay, for example, you save a file in your computer. Okay, all these are the meanings of save. Perfect. Let's move on to the next slide. Listening. I want to run a marathon. I think you know what is a marathon, right? It's very easy. Yeah, sports, kind of sports. Okay, a marathon is 26 mile, 42 kilometers running race. You have to prepare for many weeks, right? Before we listen, of course, this is the first part, right? Before we listen, I wanted to read this short paragraph. Yes, who is there? Who is there? Yusuf, are you with us? Mr. Yusuf, are you there? Yusuf is not with us. Mr. Hamza is ready. Go ahead, Mr. Hamza. Yes. It is difficult.
It is difficult to run a marathon. Most people most people have to train for many months. It's important to eat well and get plenty of sleep.
Very good. Yes. Get plenty of sleep. Now, listen to the first part of the recording. What does Steve say you have to do? What is the thing that you have to do? And it was said by Steve. Let's listen.
When I began training for a marathon, I was a complete beginner. I was quite fit, but I wasn't in the habit of running regularly. I think the first thing to remember is that you have to give yourself enough time to prepare. Running a marathon is not an easy thing to do, and I started training 6 months before the date of the race.
All right, we're going to listen one more time.
When I began training for a marathon, I was a complete beginner. I was quite fit, but I wasn't in the habit of running regularly. I think the first thing to remember is that you have to give yourself enough time to prepare. Running a marathon is not an easy thing to do, and I started training 6 months before the date of the race.
All right, so what is the thing that you have to do? And it was said by Steve. Yes, Mariam?
You have to prepare
You have.
before maybe the rice or maybe yeah.
You have to prepare. So what about time?
Yes, you have to spend a lot of time for preparing.
Very good. So you have to give yourself enough time to prepare. Very good. Yes, exactly. Okay, we move on to the next slide. Before that, have you participated in a marathon? Guys, have you participated in a marathon before? Yes. Okay, Hamza?
Yes, when I was in 13 years
When you were 13 years old.
in our college,
You mean middle school?
middle school, yes.
Oh, and how far was the distance?
Uh, 10, 10 kilometers.
Oh, it's very short. Did you win?
Did?
Did you win? Were you the first or the second?
No, it's not regular marathon.
So, it's irregular.
Yes, شو اسمها جمع.
Ah,
They put us in the park in the big park,
mhm.
all students, and after the time of starting the race, in little صغير
Little, yeah.
little port باب, the little port الباب, little
Door.
door, the
Door.
little door of the park. The president distributed one person by one person.
What is this? Is this a marathon? Why you didn't go the first?
The first one,
The last one.
the last one in the port.
So the last one didn't make the race. He went he went running and he went home.
Running without not wishes.
Oh my
in,
god.
in
I remember I participated in a marathon, a short race like this. It was in Zilfana. It's in a city. in, in Gardaya here. Yeah, Ayatollah. Okay, they called us. I was very, very young, like 13 or 12 years old. المهم we participate just to participate. So we started the race, the marathon, if you can call it a marathon. The problem is that me, with a group of, I think we were like 100 participants, and just okay, you can say like 20 were in the back. 21 واحد كنا في الخلف. So we were running, and the distance was very long between the first ones and us. La distance بين هذوك الأولين وإحنا was very long. So the سمحوا فينا ديريكت. كاين دي فواتور كاين يمشوا من زعما in front and a car in the back. كي لقاونا روطار بزاف. The car went. The car left us. You know. And we were like 20 and we were very very slow. كي لقينا هكذاك زعما خلاص خلونا سمحوا فينا. دينا طريق مختصر. We took a shortcut. ايوه ولحقنا صافا تسمى لحقنا في الوقت. But we it's like as if we didn't participate, you know. So and a lot of things that happened in this marathon. Crazy things. Whatever. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide and talk about the real marathon, right? Not the marathon of Mr. Hamza or the marathon that I participated in. How to prepare for a marathon? Listen to Steve. Are the sentences true or false? So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. According to Steve, what do you think? These sentences are true or false? So we are going to read the sentences. Number one, we read one by one. Then we listen to the audio. Then we say true or false. So who is there? Let's start with the first one. Okay. Who is there? Come on, raise your hands, guys. Where are you? Okay, Muhammad, we start with you.
Okay. You have to build up gradually.
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 Good. Thank you.
What?
Mariam, number 2.
You have to run every day.
Good. Next one, Hamza.
You have to recover after exercising.
Exercising, yes. Next one, Mariam, number 4.
You have to spend a lot of money on shoes.
Thank you. And the last one, Muhammad.
You have to drink energy water.
Energy. Sorry, not energy. Enough water.
Okay. Enough. Okay.
Okay. So let's listen to Steve and say true or false. Let's go.
When I began training for a marathon, I was a complete beginner. I was quite fit, but I wasn't in the habit of running regularly. I think the first thing to remember is that you have to give yourself enough time to prepare. Running a marathon is not an easy thing to do, and I started training 6 months before the date of the race. You have to build up gradually. Don't try to run too far or too fast at the beginning. It's also important to realize that you don't have to run every day. 3 to 5 times a week is enough. You can do other types of exercise on your days off. Swimming, yoga, or weights are all popular choices. But you have to give your body a chance to recover. If you push yourself too hard, you increase the risk of an injury. It's a good idea to buy some comfortable running shoes that fit well. You don't have to spend a fortune on top-of-the-line shoes, but it's definitely worth trying on several pairs to see which one suits you best. Your feet will thank you for it. When the big day finally arrives, eat carbohydrates to give you energy and make sure that you drink enough water. You will probably feel nervous and excited, but you have to be careful not to start too fast. Stick to the plan, and hopefully all your training will pay off. Good luck.
And good luck to you guys. I know it's kind of long audio, but since we have already read the sentences, I think you can answer correctly. So, guys, first, before we do the task, do you need to listen one more time? Do you need to listen one more time or it's okay? What is this? Dislike. It means we listen one more time? Okay, okay. Well, let's listen. Let's listen.
When I began training for a marathon, I was a complete beginner. I was quite fit, but I wasn't in the habit of running regularly. I think the first thing to remember is that you have to give yourself enough time to prepare. Running a marathon is not an easy thing to do, and I started training 6 months before the date of the race. You have to build up gradually. Don't try to run too far or too fast at the beginning. It's also important to realize that you don't have to run every day. 3 to 5 times a week is enough. You can do other types of exercise on your days off. Swimming, yoga, or weights are all popular choices. But you have to give your body a chance to recover. If you push yourself too hard, you increase the risk of an injury. It's a good idea to buy some comfortable running shoes that fit well. You don't have to spend a fortune on top-of-the-line shoes, but it's definitely worth trying on several pairs to see which one suits you best. Your feet will thank you for it. When the big day finally arrives, eat carbohydrates to give you energy and make sure that you drink enough water. You will probably feel nervous and excited, but you have to be careful not to start too fast. Stick to the plan, and hopefully all your training will pay off. Good luck.
All right. Let's start with the first sentence. Mariam?
You have to build up gradually. True.
That's a true answer. Very good. Yes, that's a true sentence. Thank you. Next one. Okay. That's true. Okay, Hamza?
You have to run every day. False.
Hmm. You have to run every day. That's false. Yes, very good. So let me do just like this. Good. Yusuf, go ahead.
You have to recover after exercise. Uh, True.
You have to recover after exercise. That's true. Good. Okay, next one. Number 4. Uh, Muhammad.
You have to spend a lot of money on shoes. False.
That's false. Yeah, good. Number 4 is false. Hamza, last one.
You have to drink enough water. True.
That's true. You have to drink enough water. Let's move on to the next slide. Well done, everyone. Okay, we are going to deal with the same audio. Yeah, 140. How to prepare for a marathon. Listen again. Steve talks about the following things. Put them in the order in which Steve mentions them. Okay, so we try to reorder. نعيد الترتيب. Try to reorder these ideas according to Steve. Okay, not like this A, B, C, D, but according to what, let's say, how they were ordered by Steve. Is the question clear? Is the question clear, guys? Yes. Do you need to listen again or it's okay? You can do it. It's okay? All right. What is the first one? Or you listen again?
Listen again, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's listen again. Yeah, sure. Sure.
When I began training for a marathon, I was a complete beginner. I was quite fit, but I wasn't in the habit of running regularly. I think the first thing to remember is that you have to give yourself enough time to prepare. Running a marathon is not an easy thing to do, and I started training 6 months before the date of the race. You have to build up gradually. Don't try to run too far or too fast at the beginning. It's also important to realize that you don't have to run every day. 3 to 5 times a week is enough. You can do other types of exercise on your days off. Swimming, yoga, or weights are all popular choices, but you have to give your body a chance to recover. If you push yourself too hard, you increase the risk of an injury. It's a good idea to buy some comfortable running shoes that fit well. You don't have to spend a fortune on top of the line shoes, but it's definitely worth trying on several pairs to see which one suits you best. Your feet will thank you for it. When the big day finally arrives, eat carbohydrates to give you energy and make sure that you drink enough water. You will probably feel nervous and excited, but you have to be careful not to start too fast. Stick to the plan, and hopefully, all your training will pay off. Good luck!
All right. So, wait a minute. Yes. Good. Good. It's working. All right. So, what is the first idea that was mentioned by Steve? Normally we listen first. Normally we read first the sentences, then we listen. Sorry, I forgot. So, Mariam, yes, the first one.
Giving yourself time to prepare.
So this is number one. Good. Next one, Hamza. Ha.
Building up speed and distance over time.
Distance over time. That's correct. Yes. Next one, number three. Muhammad. Yes.
F. Doing other exercise.
Sorry.
F.
Okay. F.
Doing other exercise.
Actually, the third one is not F. It is Hamza.
If
Sorry.
three,
Yeah, number three.
three. E. How often to run?
Exactly. E. How often to run.
To
Next
run.
one, Mr. Yusuf. You raised your hand. Yes.
A. Buying the right shoes.
Buying the right shoes actually is after F. So number four is F. Doing other exercises. Then number five is buying the right shoes. So we have C and G. Which one is before the other? Okay, Mariam.
I think it's how you feel on the day of the
So this
race.
this is C. How you feel all sorry on the day of the race. What do you think, Hamza? Is it correct?
Oh, for six, G. The food to eat.
Exactly, yes. The food. Talked about the food, and the last one is C. How you feel or how you will feel on the day of the race. Very good. Guys, this activity needs listening several times. Also, it needs preparation, some preparation, uh, and also writing, I mean, while doing the task. All right, anyway, let's move on to the next slide. Here we have two pictures. What's the difference? Before you read, okay, don't read these sentences. I want you to tell me the difference between this father and this father. Yeah. Let's imagine that they are both fathers. So, what is the difference between them? Have an idea? Okay, Mariam, yes.
I think the first one is strict. So,
Uh huh. Strict. Okay.
yeah, but the second is the opposite.
So, What is the opposite of strict and serious?
Mm, actually, I forgot it.
Okay, we can say easygoing. What about easygoing? What about friendly? Yeah, he is friendly or he is easygoing. What's happening to my laptop? Oh my god. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. It's updating and it's making troubles. Come on, stop. Okay, put it here. I think you can see. Good. So we have a strict person and an easygoing person, or let's say a friendly father. Good. Interesting. Now I invite I invite you to read the sentences that were said by the first one, the father, the A, okay, the strict one. Let's listen. Yes, who is there? Okay, Hamza, go ahead. You.
You have to sleep at least 7 hours a night. You have to exercise every day. You have to eat a good breakfast every morning. You have to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables.
Okay, this was the strict father. What about the other one? The friendly father. Yes. Okay, Mariam, go ahead.
You don't have to eat breakfast. You don't have to exercise every day. You don't have to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. You don't have to sleep at least 7 hours at night.
All right. You don't have to. You don't have to. You have to and you don't have to. So, have here has nothing to do with possession. Like when you say you have a car, you have a laptop, you have a smartphone, it has nothing to do with possession. الملكية ما عندها ولا علاقة بالملكية. When you say you have to, then you say or you put a verb, that's necessity, right? That's something uh, necessary. Yes, it's necessary to do it. And negative is don't have to. It means you are not obliged to do it. It's not always or it's not necessary. Good. So we use have to and don't have to show, okay, or to mention necessity as we talked a minute ago. Now I invite Mr. Yusuf to read the first sentence. I wanted to read the positive sentence and the negative sentence, both of them. Yusuf, yes.
I have to clean the house. I don't have to go to school today.
Okay, good. Thank you. Next one. Muhammad, yes.
You have to eat more fruit. We didn't have to work together
Tonight.
tonight. Tonight, okay, tonight.
Yes.